on December 7th, 10th, and 20th. I said they need to pre-announce. Things are weak. They didn't. That was wrong. They knew. I think they did as fast as they can this year. Obviously, December was even worse than November, I believe. I believe January is bad, or else you don't pre-announce. The usual rule I use is 30 days. They're looking 30 days ahead, and they're pre-announced because of the 30 days ahead, not to what's behind. Do I believe it's China? I have felt all along something that no one wants to talk about.
Which is? The
Communist Party doesn't want you to buy Apple.
He made a point of saying it's not monolithic in China. He actually was quoted as saying that there are here and there you might get somebody out front of a store saying don't buy this and that, but Mr. Cook at least disputes that notion.
Well, look, I think that's fine. I don't think the Chinese government says, oh, if you buy, we're going to track you down. I do believe that the sales of Huawei, cheaper phone, sound like they're good. I think that they're circling wagons around their own companies. No offense to Mr. Cook, because I think he's terrific, and I don't want people to sell the stock. I do expect it to be down more than it is. But we have to recognize that we're at a crossroads. Cell phones, they need growth. Apple had been a great grower. So then you have to default to the ecosystem and the service revenue. It's too early. Service revenue is not big enough. They spent a lot of money buying back stock at what looks like bad prices. They did cut the way that you analyze the company by saying we're not going to give you cell phone breakout. Those who said that that was significant are right. Didn't know that. Did they know in October that things were already going to be weak? I don't think so. But the fact is that the October period that they were making their summation was just in the wake of what Pence did, which is declare economic war against China. Now, look, if Starbucks and Nike aren't down, then you could say, Jim, wait a second. But the fact is that China doesn't have no Nikes. They don't have a competitor. But China has Chinese competitors, and you may put lots of people to work in China.
But doesn't it have as much to do, if not more, with the simple
general weakness?
And the price of the phone versus what they're dealing with in the market. They have been third in the market, now they're fifth in the market.
Right.
Huawei is a big competitor. Not to mention, interestingly, a lot of people in China use WeChat. It almost is their own operating system. So it doesn't make it as difficult to move out of the ecosystem.
That's very important.
And that's very important.
That's very important. Well, look, I believe that it's a technological marvel. I think there's people who don't think that anymore. I believe that the ecosystem is terrific. I think there are people who want to move off the ecosystem. I believe that the price of the phone is too high. And that's why I can't say at 144 you have to buy. One of the things that I think that Apple has to be careful about, Apple wants you to buy the stock after they pre-announce. Okay, David, been in this business since 1979. Here's what a pre-announcement means. Don't touch our stock. Now, of course, no company, there's been never a CEO who says, we're pre-announcing. I remember Western Digital pre-announcing the last day of the year. And I said, are you kidding me? And I almost thought they said, don't buy our stock. This one is buy our stock, we screwed up, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Right,
why would you do that?
And the real question, I guess, is how does this impact your view of the long-term ability of the company to grow?
I am not worried about that.
Do they have to take in, they hit a price that's too high? China's 20% of their business. This is not insignificant.
No, it's
enormous.
Not. I mean, no, Carl Icahn sold the stock because of this. I mean, obviously,
Warren Buffett,
he missed about 100.
Warren Buffett's kind of back to even, I think, or I don't know.
A little under, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a little under.
I just think that, look, let it settle. I wish they had a div in this buyback, David. How many companies have bought stock too high? Is that not the it's owned largely by index funds and by Buffett. I don't think Buffett sells. Buffett held on to IBM, which is an inferior company to Apple. I have felt that Apple, right now, Apple should say, I know we're an innovator. We want to be covered by the people who cover Procter & Gamble and Colgate. We are a consumer product. We are a CPG. If they insist on being a tech company, they go to 9 times earnings and they can do $12. They don't want to hear that.